Welcome to the Plug Podcast number 45. We are live here at Upstage Comedy Lounge, 4441 Walsham Road. Make sure you guys pull up. There's so many events that we're going to get into. But first, no further than less, let's introduce the man himself, Black-owned comedy club here in San Antonio, Bobby Smith, baby. What up, baby?
What up, what up?
Man.
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be on the podcast.
Man, I'm excited for you to be a part of the podcast. I ran into you through a lot of clips, open mics and things like that. I actually even had a chance to hear you do some comedy yourself.
Right. yeah, it's a little bit, just messing around.
Man, messing around is the understatement. San Antonio, this guy has the biggest comedy club here in San Antonio. Make sure y'all get out here and support him. He's definitely had some big names come through, as we can see through here at Upstage. Tell us a little bit more, man, what you guys have in store and what you guys got coming up here in the future.
We got a lot of great events. We're trying to keep it fresh and do different themed events. So not only are we doing big comedy shows, bringing some big names, we're doing different type of karaoke events.
Okay. Man, that's dope. So, man, you guys just came around on your 1-year anniversary,
yes,
man.
Sir.
That's a big thing, owning the business,
Yeah.
being your own boss, being the plug in your lane, your own lane, man. Tell me a little bit more about your 1-year anniversary celebration you guys have.
We made it 1 year. So our first ever event was September 10th, 2021. Yeah, we actually did a fashion show before a comedy show.
Okay.
That kind of kicked things off, and every show leading up was a learning experience. Like, at first it was like, all right, well, can't do that table setup. Let's try a different table setup. So we had to just keep adapting and seeing what works best for the people. And
the biggest challenge for people is always that 1 year mark.
Right.
They say trying to get out of that 1 year mark is you can get washed in between. What are some of the struggles that to even make it to this point?
Is just managing people. I didn't realize, I was gonna have to, really manage staff. And, that's not easy. There's different personalities.
You're having to deal with staff.
Right.
Are you also doing the bookings?
Yeah. So I do the booking.
Yeah.
I do the cleaning. I do some cooking sometimes. I do some. I'm all over the place. I'm kind of like just a hybrid.
That's dope. Okay, so hey, in order to be the boss, you gotta get your hands dirty, huh?
Yeah, I get it. At first, I was a little bit embarrassed about saying that until I saw some of the more successful businesses.
Come about, you gotta be the runner, and that's what the Plug Podcast is all about. I definitely want to plug in with people that's kind of taking things to that next level.
Yeah.
We talked about booking, man. How do you go? Comedians and identifying some of the people to bring out to San Antonio.
I had to figure it out because comedy's changed so much. So now, I was like, man, if I get the biggest name, we're gonna bring in a lot of people. That wasn't really the case.
Yeah.
Now you got to see, like, man, who got a lot of followers? I haven't heard of him, but he's gonna pack the room. I don't know if he's funny or not. So it's more of a risk.
Wow. Yeah. Because you have a lot of comedy is now skits.
Yeah.
A lot of people do skits, TikToks, things that kind of not say is a little bit different from stand-up. Right. How does that translate for those comedians, man? How does it translate?
Sometimes it don't. There are some that put in the work, but
it's a different beast.
What's that?
It's a different beast. Stand-up is a whole different
absolutely.
beast.
But what's working for them is they got their own fan base, so they're gonna get a different reaction to just people that's just happy to see them. So,
yep.
If it wasn't their fans, they might not be laughing as hard. So
exactly.
Yeah, some people just feel like they part of the skit. While they at the show. So I don't know. It's a weird dynamic.
Was it Daphne?
Daphne Springs.
Oh man,
yeah.
She does very great work, man. I hate that I missed that one, but I used to check out all her skits and things like that. So how did that show go?
She's a rare case of somebody that had been doing some stand-up before their skits got popular. So she already had the stand-up background. So that's pretty much the best spot to be if you already had stand-up
And then kind of translate it back and forth from there.
Right. Yeah, so she was good.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I feel like I got lucky with that one. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think she was gonna do it because a lot of people were trying to get her.
Yeah, seriously, she's hilarious. Definitely in those relationship videos.
Oh,
with her dude.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
That was a good show.
That's good. That's good, man. We are live here at Upstage Comedy Lounge, 4441 Walsham Road. Make sure y'all tap in. We're here with Bobby Smith.
Yes, sir.
Man, tell me a little bit more about what inspired you to get into opening your own club, because this is not something that the typical everyday person's like, hey, man, let me open up a comedy club. You know what I'm saying? This not something you probably just thought of a year ago to make happen.
Yeah, it was never like a long-term dream, and nothing. It just kind of happened.
Yeah,
that's why I give credit to God. I was like, this is all God, because
that's dope.
I never pictured this.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm a comedian, and I might get into some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I only saw myself doing like little small spots where it started.
Correct.
And, kind of gained a little momentum. Me and my partner, I have a Business partner, his name's Calvin. And he was a DJ.
Nice.
So that's how we kind of linked up.
That's what's up.
Comedian and a DJ. And he actually put it, he put more of the belief in me that we could do it.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it could happen. And we was gonna get like a little small spot.
Yeah.
And then it just, I don't know, somehow it just turned into this.
Man, this is beautiful, man. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all make y'all way out here. I was taken back when I walked in here. I was like, whoa, this is, you looking for a date night? You have so many events. There's plenty of date nights. Make sure y'all bring y'all ass out
Sexy
here.
spot.
Yes.
So a lot of people that open up the clubs, they've told me that they didn't really invest in the look. They more invested in, bringing in the talent.
Correct.
We kind of went the other direction. Like, man, let's invest more into the way it looks. So I brought in, some female interior
They
designers.
took care of business. They took care of business.
They just got a better eye.
For sure.
They can see little stuff that we don't see.
Exactly. It's beautiful, man. What kind of got you into comedy, man? You've been doing it for a little while. What got you into it?
Yeah, just I've been an entertainer my whole life. Since I was a kid, I always loved watching Eddie Murphy stuff. I used to watch the Arsenio Hall show, try to mimic that. So that kind of like just translated into my life.
Yeah.
I was a class clown. Whenever it was people first day of school, people a little awkward, a little shy. I was always the one to break the ice with something stupid. And then in high school, it kind of turned into. I had a video camera, and I get bored a lot.
Yeah.
So instead of doing book reports, I started just making videos for my book reports. So it'd be like a comedy sketch. Yeah. While everybody else was turning in book reports, the teachers would let me show my video.
Yeah. Okay. And so you had an idea early, like, okay, I'd rather do it this way.
Yeah. And then we had a comedy club.
Yeah. One and one.
Yeah.
Your parents, your family members, anybody scold you for being a class clown? Somebody told you, boy, you better stop being a class clown.
Oh, yeah. I'll get in trouble a lot. And, as far as stand-up, that wasn't my parents didn't really support that. They wanted me to go for like a real career type,
Talk to me. Yeah, I understand.
The comedy club, they supported a lot, much more than me doing stand-up.
That's dope.
So that's been a blessing. They saw it turn into something, so that makes them feel good.
At what point did it like click for you to be like comedy club and not just comedian?
Just like over a year ago.
Yeah, it's just like. Let me do it myself. We got LOL Club.
Okay,
and things like that.
Yeah, let me answer that definitely. Yeah. And I don't want it to seem like a negative situation, but when we were doing spots at like a restaurant or a bar, and we build it up, and people are like, oh, they got comedy there. Other people would see that and steal my spot.
Yeah, seriously.
And there's nothing I can do about it.
Nothing.
I didn't have no contracts, so y'all just gonna give them my spot that I've built up, and to somebody else that might not even know what they're doing. So when that happened so many times, I was like, this can never happen again.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. Let's get our own spot. So that was like the deal breaker.
Man, that's definitely understanding, as a DJ trying to find this right spot, and of course they moving in, DJs in and out. So man, that's definitely dope that it clicked for you, like, all right, let me do it this way.
Yeah.
And you're interacting with the community and giving them something that, else other than just one comedy club, So
and not to mention, we took a risk because we We started this during the pandemic. You know
Yes, exactly.
So we don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly, because you think we might not even have the space to even have people in here.
This could be a terrible idea.
Yes, exactly. But things panned out a year later from now.
Yeah.
I mean, a year from now, from
back
then.
outside.
Now you back outside. We out here.
Yeah.
What's the goals now? You here? 1 year knocked out.
Yeah.
What's your goals? What are you looking at?
That's a good question. Yeah, just to get the best staff possible. To keep getting bigger and better shows, and eventually, I would love to have a second bigger spot.
Yeah, that's dope.
That makes it easier for call Mike Epps. Hey, we hold over 1,000 people.
Yeah,
That's an
exactly.
easy deal.
That's exactly. Let's get into a little bit more about your top, comedians, man. You mentioned a little bit about Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Who are some of the other comedians that you looked up to getting in the game?
I'll say Tony Rock is a big one.
Man.
You familiar with Tony
Yes,
Rock?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I was about to say, you look like him. Y'all look like
I
y'all
used
could
to
be
hear that
brothers.
back in the day. Back in the day, I used to, yeah. But he was like one of the first big names I got to open up for at the other comedy club.
Nice.
And I always was a fan, and then just to meet him in person, he was just a laid-back dude, just down to earth. So
He did a very good job at the LOL Comedy Club.
Oh, yeah.
He did really good. He came out, he was singing New Edition and
Okay.
stuff. So it was really dope, interacting with people. So that was one.
he's different than his brother.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm a Chris Rock fan, too.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that's 4. Give me one more. Who else did you kind of like? You got Kings of Comedy out there. Who are some of the other comedians you like?
Well, I think number one by far that I probably listen to every day, Dave Chappelle.
Mm.
Now he got so much,
He's so
material.
intelligent.
And it's different now. He's more like a philosopher.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Some of the things he's dropping are gems that you may
Right.
have to pick up. You're like, oh man, he said that. Oh wow, I can't believe he brought that up.
Yeah,
you
right.
know.
And I could throw in Kevin Hart too. I went to the Kevin Hart show at the AT&T.
Yeah, most recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very good. I didn't like them taking away our cell phones. Shout out to
yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Hart. They were like, hey, put all the phones away. Put the phones in here. I'm like,
that's
whoa.
crazy. Yeah, they're not playing.
No, heck no. He's all about his dollar. He's like, So no, definitely condolences out to Kevin Hart and his family as well.
Oh,
I know
yeah,
their
that's right.
father had just passed away not too long ago.
Yeah.
So
And
definitely.
we all kind of connected because he talked about that so much in his
Yeah, exactly. So that was definitely tough to hear. Once he did post it. So definitely, he still seems like he's in good spirits, which is which is really dope.
Yeah.
So definitely, y'all make sure y'all check us out. This is the Plug Podcast number 45. So we got some good stuff. Let's go ahead and talk about it, ladies and gents. What about this Draymond Green thing, man? Have you seen the Draymond Green punch?
Yeah, I probably
Did you
watched
see
it a good million times.
Yeah. Oh, chill. Like,
I mean, I was looking at it different than most people. I was
Man.
like, oh, that's a good punch.
oh, it was a UFC punch.
Yeah, he connected.
What he more than connect and came through. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
How did you kind of take that? Like,
I mean,
as
I was
far as
more
teammates?
surprised. Like, dang, how did this get out? Like, how?
Man.
that never happens.
Yes, that never happens. You heard about it, then TMZ leaked it.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa.
I don't know. Somebody got some good money.
Yeah, somebody got some. They said 50 to 100K.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, I would have been like, hey man, y'all got to give me 250. They just
Right.
won a championship.
Yeah, okay, for real.
And I'm gonna have to give me a little island. I gotta push away for a minute.
Right. Yeah, that's probably worth a good million almost. But no, I've never been a Draymond fan. I never liked him. He's always kind of been a bully a little bit. So.
Yeah. That was kind of like, why you take it there? They said it was Poole was talking some shit to him, of course.
Okay.
And then
That's all Draymond do though.
I know, yeah.
He can dish it out, but he can't
Can't
take it.
take it. Yeah, exactly. That was I was kind of taken back about it. I was like disappointed because like you said, it got out. That shit ain't got out. I'm pretty sure once that happened, Draymond Green was like, "Oh shit!" Like probably right after, was like, "Oh, get up, dog. Hey man,
Right.
what the heck? You what, dog?"
You don't see all that.
Yeah, we don't see all that. We didn't get to see all that. So, as far as being teammates again, how do you feel about that part of it?
I don't know. I mean, I was looking at it like, because I've gotten in a fight with one of my closest homeboys, and they probably wasn't even that close, off the court. But
Yeah.
we fight, and then we got back on the dominoes. Everything cool.
Cool,
So
yeah.
I think they can
If
get
we
past
make it past it.
But the fact it's different because the whole world has seen it now, so they might not ever be the same again.
Nah, yeah. Definitely the first game I was trying to watch them and their,
Okay.
actions together, you know, but they didn't really interact too much. So I'm like, man. But they were hooping, though. They were playing. They were playing.
Good team.
Who's your squad this year? What are you thinking about for your squad for NBA?
I'm staying loyal to the Lakers. I'm a LeBron James fan more than a Lakers fan.
Okay.
But, they got to get rid of Russell Westbrook.
You saw that as well.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
He don't want to be there.
He don't want to be there. Even in the preseason when he was like standing back from them in the middle of the court, and I'm like,
it's obvious.
Yeah, it's real obvious. It's very obvious. This season, I'm watching closely. I really think the Warriors may come back out and do it again, but that's early. It's really early to say that. And then I'm trying to think of who
Warriors
else
are so
we got.
deep.
They're so man.
Even like rookies that they've drafted, they starting to come
click in. That's what I'm like. What when
Wiseman? Man.
Yeah. Wiseman finally playing and balling out. I'm like, man, and he was one of the top picks.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
And then the coaching good.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely check out that NBA season as well. NFL.
What you say you was watching? My bad.
No. Who I was watching for?
Yeah, you said
Man,
the Warriors.
I said the Warriors, and then out east. Let me see, out east. I'm really. I want to say Brooklyn, but Brooklyn looked terrible last night.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Brooklyn looked terrible last night.
Ben Simmons ain't really. I don't know if he's just. I don't know. We just don't know what Ben Simmons is. I don't think
he's spaced out.
Mentally.
Yeah. Mentally. I think he's probably gonna retire
early.
I think he's gonna retire early. I think he's already mentally. Yeah. He fouled out. Really, you fouled out. Like you're a professional. I'm pretty sure the coaches are professionals too. So they gave you a lot of time to be like, okay, let's take him out so he won't foul out.
That's crazy for you to say that he would retire early. I never thought that, but now you say that.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. I think he's going to take a step away from the game or whatever.
Yeah, to get right.
Yeah, to mentally get right.
Because he's not from America.
Nah, he's not. So I think he probably going to take a step back from the game. He's probably going to not say wash out, but I would like to see him do good so Brooklyn can do good, but it's tough to call that. It's tough to call it.
Some people can't handle that. Just the limelight, the pressure, it's probably 10 times worse these days.
Yeah. Boston played really good out east as well.
Boston might do it.
Both of them boys had 35 points.
Jalen
and Jason. Yeah, Jalen and
Jason. They're right there in their primes. They can work together, I think.
35 points a game. I mean, together, I was like,
yeah, I like that dynamic.
Yeah, it's gonna be some good basketball this year, definitely. What about NFL? You check out football?
Yeah.
I
was
about to say, how about them Cowboys?
I think they overachieving.
What by far? Now that Dak gets to come back, we might see what he got to do.
I think he about to cut up.
What he got to?
Yeah,
he got to.
People already counting him out, and
they're like, hey, we got our quarterback now.
Yeah,
no, he about to.
Oh, yeah.
Be on the money.
You a Cowboy fan?
I like NFL. I like the Ravens. I'm more of a Baltimore Ravens fan. Lamar Jackson.
I like to watch them.
Yeah.
I pull for. There's a few teams I pull for. I pull for the Ravens, and then who else I like to watch? I don't like the Eagles.
Oh, man. The Eagles are balling this year, right?
Jalen Hurts surprised me.
Yeah, man.
I was
for real.
Who's going to be good, Jalen Hurts or Fields?
Yeah.
But I think Hurts is way better.
In. And then they got Brown as the receiver out there too.
Oh yeah, they got
a good pickup. I was like, man, Yeah. So I don't know how long they're gonna stay undefeated though, but that's up in there.
Apparently they got good coaching. Eagles got good coaches.
So I'm excited for it. Football is looking really good. So again, this is the Plug Podcast number 45. We're live at Upstage Comedy Lounge. Who do you hope to bring in? Is there a person that you're like, man, this is one of the people that I would love to bring to Upstage Comedy Lounge? Anybody in mind that you got? Yeah. You can open it up for a few people as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to just be one.
Okay. Tony Rock was definitely on the radar.
Yeah.
It's funny we got into like a little Twitter thing.
Yeah.
Because I like him, but I had put something about. I had asked him on Twitter because he does like every Tuesday. He does like 20 questions where he'll answer the questions.
Dope.
And you know, I was saying, would you come out and support a black-owned comedy club? And he didn't like the fact that I put black-owned.
Okay.
He's like, you shouldn't use black-owned as a selling point. That's not going to get me. So that kind of became like a little thing for a second. But
yeah, that's a good.
Some people started attacking him for saying that.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, a lot of black-owned. I mean, yes, we want to say black-owned because this is who we are and this is where we're coming up from. I also had an interview with a podcast with Wayne's Wings. Him being black-owned as well, and he said, yes, I'm black-owned, but one of the things is that like, hey, I'm competing against everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, you're competing against everybody, and if you go do it better than anybody, but that's different that he would say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you seem like it would be like, okay, I would want to help out more, or I would be like more enticed to check y'all out.
Yeah, I just feel like people may have took his response out of context because it just came across the wrong way.
Oh man, that's gonna be good. I can't wait till Tony Rock pulls up to Upstage Comedy Lounge. It's gonna happen.
He said he'll do it.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay, that's dope. That's dope.
Tony Rock and we just got Melanie Camacho, so that was one that had been on the list. Before I even opened, I wrote a whole list of comedians that I would love to bring.
That's what's up.
So I already got Melanie Camacho's coming.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe I don't know.
There's a few. I know you probably got a whole list probably still going on in your head.
Oh yeah.
So again, you kind of do your research off of what's hot and what's not.
Carlos Miller's one. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
All right. And then we gotta get the 85 South show just to park right up here real quick and dip.
Man, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool.
I know they did LOL Comedy Club a few years ago.
Yeah, that's legendary.
That was a good one. Yep. So as far as a funny story or whatnot, I know you probably met several different people through your time of coming up in comedy. Is there anyone that stands out in your mind as far as like, oh, I would never forget the time that I met such and such?
Probably Lil Duval.
Oh, okay. Yes. Say hello now. Shout out to Lil Duval.
Yeah, because he I got to open up for him back at the River Center Comedy Club downtown.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, he was like kind of mean to me in the beginning.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm always hear.
A horrible week. He was just kind of, I don't know if I could curse, but okay.
Yeah, so we on the plug talking shit.
Okay. Yeah, he was an asshole. Man.
Yeah,
but towards the end of like the last few shows, he just started showing me a bunch of love and brought me on stage, and he's like, "Y'all mess with him, man. He's gonna do big things in the city." And
that's what's up. That's what's up.
He showed a lot of love.
Man, that's funny. I remember Cliff shared a story with us here on the podcast of meeting Mike Epps.
Oh yeah.
And Mike Epps was the same way.
I remember that.
He was like, Mike Epps was an asshole to him, and he was like, oh my gosh, that dude was just an asshole to me. But I'm like, hey, what the heck?
It happens a lot, but sometimes you gotta look at, they busy. They got like so many people that's trying to get their picture, trying to get an autograph or something. So
yeah, that's dope. That's too funny. So again, we're here at Upstage Comedy Lounge. We can't shout that out enough. Black-owned comedy club here in San Antonio. Make sure y'all tap in. Where can everyone kind of tap in with you, follow what you got going on, and your upcoming events?
Just Upstage Comedy Lounge on everything, on IG, Twitter, Facebook, or you can follow me, Bobby Smith IV. Support my comedy.
Yes, sir.
I'm still doing stand-up comedy as much as I can, but I see myself transitioning more into like speaking, business motivational speaking type stuff.
Dope.
In 2023, that's my goal.
Yeah, and we got plenty of room to make these seminars happen.
Oh yeah, yes sir. Yeah.
Make sure you guys tap in as well with him. Follow him on all platforms. Make sure y'all check out the plug, satx.com as well, where you can get some of this merch. We got some hats, we got some hoodies, we got some shirts, and that's your hat right there, brother. Go ahead and take that one. Yeah,
man.
You are the plug.
This is dope.
It's this one is our new hat. Actually, this is our trucker hat. And then we got the 4 different languages on the side of it with the plug.
I see.
So yeah, man. So slowly but surely we go crank this thing up. We got some more hats coming in soon. Yes, sir. Definitely. You that guy. You got your lane. You the plug in your lane. If someone's looking for comedy, Y'all know where to plug in at.
How many
Say
people
less.
gonna come up to me trying to buy weed?
I know, right? You like, hey, I ain't that plug. I know that plug, but I ain't that plug. That's what I tell them. I'm like, I ain't that plug. I ain't in that lane.
Right.
This is my outlet. This is my expression. Make sure y'all check out the podcast. I play dope music, make you come back.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we got, what else we got? We got the merch. You know what I'm saying? We got the dope merch. So all three of them being my outlet.
Oh, you got hoodies coming too?
Yes,
okay.
we got hoodies coming.
Oh, you already got
Yeah, this is one of them. This is like my little demo hoodie that I, you know, kind
Yeah.
of getting going, see
That's
how
fair.
people like it.
Oh,
And
that's
our
fair,
hats, you know, we got it going.
Yeah.
So we're going to definitely have to
I'm
plug
being
in
serious.
more.
I like the merch.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Make sure y'all check it out as well. Make sure y'all tap in. This has been the Plug Podcast number 45 with our man Bobby Smith, the fourth. Make sure y'all check him out at Upstage Comedy Lounge, 4441 Walsham Road. We out.
Right. Salute.
Yes, sir.